All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday night football time. We have the Bills taking on the Broncos, and literally right as I'm saying that, I realize that I'm probably going to flip-flop those names a million times in today's video. We'll try not to, but Bills, Broncos, it's going to be tough. But nonetheless, Bills sitting at 7-point favorites right now, total at 47.5. I have 4 picks that I want to jump into in today's video. We have a spread pick, 2 player props, and then a same game parlay for over plus 150 odds that we'll jump into in today's video. Guys, before we get to any of that, come on, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, actually smash those buttons. Act like they're their worst enemies, your bookies. Subscribe button, like button, hammer it, guys. Let me know what you're rolling with in the comments as well. But I do have a spread pick in this game, and I'll be honest, I'm a little skeptical of it just because of what we're seeing with the money in the action here. A lot of people coming in on Denver +7, which it's confused me as to why, because the Bills are the better team. I don't think there's any way that you can make an argument that Denver's a better team here. So I like the Bills -7 here. Do I wish it was 6.5? Yes, but they are a way better team. This is still a Denver team that has probably undeniably the worst defense in the entire league. Yes, they're coming off of 2 wins, bye week, I get it, but it's not like a bye week or anything like that fixes a broken team, right? So I'm just not putting weight into the last 2 wins. So obviously they beat Green Bay, what was that, 3 weeks ago? With the bye included. They beat Green Bay, yippee-ki-yay. They win 19-17. Then they go and play Kansas City at home, and they beat Kansas City 24-9. Like, that's an anomaly of a game in my brain. I'm not putting too much weight into it. And you have Buffalo that hung in there with Cincinnati last time out, right? But cut the L. So I don't really think this is a consistent Buffalo team, but they're a better Buffalo team than what this Denver team is. So I am laying the points here, -7. Again, DVOA rankings has the Denver defense at 32nd. Buffalo, their offense is actually up there, right? They're the 5th ranked total defensive DVOA ranked team here, 2nd offensive rank, and I don't think that that's a good recipe for Denver to try and maintain Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and company. So give me Buffalo -7 points. Again, just being completely honest, there is tons of money on the, actually more money, there's like, I think it's 60-something% of the money on the, it's 84%. It's even gone up and since the time we researched this. 84% of the money right now is on Denver +7 points. That's worrisome to me because sometimes it's a strategy to follow the money, right? I'm not talking public. Public's kind of 50-50, but the sharp money is all over Denver. So I'm giving you guys that information. This is one time where I'm kind of fading that and still trusting the eye test and just every analytic you look at that this is a better Bills team and laying the 7 points. Now, the one little caveat here is that I don't think I have the cojones to make this a full unit play. So this -7 is going to be a, actually, we're probably going to buy down to 6.5 just to keep it safe, and probably only have to pay, you know, get it down to like -120 or so. So I'll let you guys know the odds in the pinned comment, but it's going to be a half unit play. I'm not going full unit just because there is something smells fishy, tastes fishy, like it seems like it could be a trap. All right, so we're sticking to a half unit play, but let's get to some full unit plays here because we do have a couple to jump into, and we're jumping into Outlier for these player props, guys. If you have not checked out Outlier yet, you need to go do so. Use the link in the pinned comment. You get 7 days free. Yes, 7 days, a full week free if you use the link in the pinned comment, and I'll show you what Outlier is as we go through here. First one we're gonna look at is James Cook over 12.5 for his longest rush. Now, we bet on this last week and he didn't come through, but Buffalo was kind of chasing in that game, and Cook only ends up with 6 carries, which more often than not he's getting into the double digits here. And you'll notice the times that he does get, you know, 12 plus 13 plus carries, he is hitting, as he's hit it in 6 of 9 games this season. Now, if we go and look at this defense here, obviously Denver's allowing plenty of rush yards, most in the entire league, most to running backs specifically as well. And this is just a matter of time before we see a guy like Cook be able to break one off. Now, I'm not saying he needs to go and score a 50-yard breakaway touchdown. No. I'm talking a 13-yard run. And if we look at what they've done, other than the first week of the entire season, we had Robinson go for 27 against Denver. We had Achane go for 67 against them. Mostert had a 20-yard break off there as well. Herbert went for 24. Even Fields ran for 20. Breece Hall went for 72. We had Williams 18, and then we had Dillon 15, and then the last game Pacheco ran for a 19-yarder. So in all games this season, again, except for the first one that we're looking at here, first week number 1 there, every running back has been able to break one off at least 13 yards. I think James Cook for -114 over on FanDuel right now is a good spot. Again, this is a terrible Denver defense, and an especially terrible defense when it comes to the run game. Now, When we talk about our second player prop here, it's going to be Samaje Perine. Over 11.5 receiving yards. He's hit this in every single game this year. And you'll note that, okay, Buffalo pass defense and, the receiving yards against is all right, at 14, kind of, again, middle of the pack. We look at it specifically to the running back, jumps up to the 4th worst, 5th worst in the entire league, ranking 28th here. This is a team that teams have been able to dump off and get the ball to the running back. Samaje Perine is literally used for his pass catching ability. Now, one thing that I'll note, and like I said, I'm trying to give you guys all the facts here, is his snap counts have kind of diminished and his snaps played have kind of diminished, but he still kept a sort of flat, 3-ish targets per game. So if he can catch 2 balls here tonight, I think that this is a line that he crushes. Over 11.5 Samaje Perine for that. Now we can go ahead and get into the same game parlay here, guys. This is for plus 151, okay? Plus 151, and it's a 3-leg parlay. We've massaged some numbers a little bit. We're doing it over on Caesars if you want to tail this, or if you want to make something similar on your book, TK, BetMGM, FanDuel, that type of thing. But we're going to 3-leg same game parlay for plus 151 odds. We have the Buffalo Bills. We're taking that line from -7 to plus 3.5. So they're getting over a field goal of value. We have the total. It's knocked down from 47.5 to 34.5. So give us 35 points. We'll love that. And then a guy we already talked about, Samaje Perine, his longest reception over 8.5 yards. This is a great spot. I almost took this as a straight play as well, because he could just get 1 catch and rip it off for 10 yards, and this cashes, right? Like, this is a good spot for Perine overall. I think he's averaging 10 yards per reception anyways, so I like the sign and like the spot there for him. But yeah, nonetheless, guys, that is the same game parlay. Again, I'll keep everything updated in the pinned comment. But to recap here, half unit on the Bills, -6.5. 1 unit on James Cook, longest rush, over 12.5. 1 unit on Samaje Perine, over 11.5 receiving yards. And then our same game parlay is Bills plus 3.5, over 34.5 in the game. And then Perine's longest reception, over 8.5 yards. And that is all I have for you guys today. Quick video, kind of ran through it. Let me know what you guys are rolling with in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. We've been hot in the NFL. We got to get the fire going with the NBA, as that is my favorite and best sport to bet on. Hasn't happened yet, but so far so good in the NFL. But yeah, guys, I'll leave you with that. I'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.